Hello guys, welcome to Dragon Junction. Lord Al's in the shed. Not been around for several weeks. it's been a while, shall we say. And what it is, I've not lost my mojo. Far from it. I've been down here most days running trains. This is what you have a layout for, to run trains. What I lost my mojo for was filming, picking the camera up and going through all that rigmarole of doing some filming. Now, there'll be a short clip shortly after this intro of me playing with 4 black 5s. Now, I did this film several weeks ago, and I was struggling to film it, to be honest. I filmed it, I found the music, and it wasn't always quite right, and it went through several edits, at least several edits, and several refilms, and it eventually got to a point where, okay, it's not too bad, and I threw the film together. It's in a file on the computer, and I thought, that's it. And I never picked the camera up for several weeks after. Anyway, what brings me to do this is I've got a new Loco. It's an unboxing and a new Loco. I won't tell you what it is up to now, but it was a bargain. It was one of them Hornby clearance sales, and I thought, it's a must-have. And I'll tell you a bit of the story as it is during the film. It took 2 or 3 days to do it, to be honest, because I unboxed it, and next day I threw it all on the track and I was running it, and I was changing chips and one thing and another. Anyway, I ended up with a happy medium, and it's running great. Fantastic. So, what's after this? I have no idea. I do explain why I get this, because I wanted to change all this here, all this station platform, this side. I wanted to rip all that out, and this bagging turned up, so that put that on hold. So that's again a future project, and it's been an expensive year up to now. What with the car, it's wear and tear. That's all I can say. Because it started off, we had the car serviced, and he said that the AdBlue system was leaking, so that went to the dealership because he couldn't touch it. That cost a fortune. I had the brake fluids changed and all the little jobs done. Several £100 later, gets it back, and then the clutch started to go on us, making a hell of a racket. So I went to the local garage. They couldn't deal with it. I researched it and looked it up. It takes a minimum of 3 to 10 hours to change the clutch on this Peugeot 388. And he says, I can't do it. Well, he said, I can do it, but it'll cost you the earth. He said, the best place is to go to the clutch centre in Ellesmere Port. And that's all they do in the clutch centre, is change clutches. They don't do anything else. No other work is undertaken. All they do is clutches. So they're geared up to doing the job. So we took the car down there, sorted it all out, dropped it off in the morning. They rang me mid-afternoon, job done, 4 hours, no issues. And the clutch now is that light, you swear blind it's not there. But that was another £800. And now we're coming round to MOT time. Oh my God, you can't win, can you? So I know we got a broken spring, because anybody who goes along the coast road on the A548 from Flint to Prestatyn, if you remember 20 plus years ago, they built a wind farm out in the Irish Sea. Well, the cable comes out of the sea and right down the middle of the road, all the way to Connors Quay power stations, and the road is deteriorated terribly because they keep patching it instead of ripping it all out and patching it. So most people get broken springs. So it's unreal. But it may change in the near future, we don't know. Waiting on the Labour government to count the amount of potholes. Oh, God. Got a joke for you. Primary school, kindergarten, whatever, for those American people. But junior school, say it was junior school, and it's an English lesson. So the teacher asks, who can spell the word before? So little Sarah puts her hand up. Yes, miss. Go on, Sarah, she says. B-F-O-R. No, Sarah, sorry, it's not right. So little Billy comes down, he puts his hand up. I can do it, miss. Go on then, Billy. B-E-F-R. No, that's not right, Billy. Sorry, sunshine. So, can anybody do it in the class? So little Jimmy puts his hands up. I got this, miss. I'll tell you. No worries. So, go on then, Jimmy, she says. And little Jimmy says, B-E-F-O-R-E. Wow, says the teacher. That's fantastic. You can have a gold star in the back of your book. Billy, little Jimmy's well chuffed. Now she said to Jimmy, can you put this word into a sentence? Got this, miss. No worries. Ready, miss? Yes, go ahead, Jimmy. 2 plus 2 before. I'll give you time to work it out. It may be the way I said it, I don't know. But in a sentence, 2 plus 2 before. Right guys, here's the parcel. This is the one I've been waiting for. I don't know which way up it is, or it's upside down, or whatever. I thought I'd do it on camera like everybody else seems to do it. And then we can go through it together. Oh, this looks ominous at the top here. Now, that's better, we're all right on this way. You'll be wondering what have I bought, because I haven't bought anything since Christmas. My God. Ugh. And as Clive would do it, it's a package, as you can see. It's a clearance sale from Hornby itself. Oh, there's the bill. Fancy that. Anyway, it's a package. What do they call it? Clearance sale offer it was. And it's something I haven't got on the layout. And that something I haven't got is anything related to Wales. So that's a clue, as they say. Can you imagine the stress that Clive from Newland Railway goes through every time he does it on camera? Can you imagine it? So I thought I'd open it with you. Well, there it is there. This is the rear end. And it's Transport for Wales. DCC ready, 21 pin, which I've got a chip for. 40190, Transport for Wales, a DVT. Okay, so the DVT's there. And then you get the Transport for Wales coaches. I should imagine, I don't know whether it's a certain way they have to go on. So we got that. Another coach. So that's two, isn't it? Three coaches. Four coaches. So that's four coaches and a DVT. Now it's the loco itself. Okay. Hope you're still with me on this camera work. Because it's not a lot I can do. I haven't got anybody here to film me today. And well packaged, isn't it? Fair dues to them. Fair dues. It was something that come up on Facebook and I thought, whoa, I haven't got that. So I needed one. And there she is. Chuck the rubbish on the floor as you do. And there you go. Class 67, 67014 in Transport for Wales colours. And it's 30089, class 67. And I haven't actually got a 67. I've never been a fan of a 67, to be honest. Well, there you go. Let's have a... Go on then, we've got to take it apart, haven't we? Lots of bits and all that. coupling hooks, snowplow in there, a lot of brake electrical parts. Fair enough. Where's the oh, it's there. I can never find them zappers. Whoa, that's heavy, that, I tell you. Thought it was a bit heavy, but that's heavy. That's not bad at all, though. Hang on, I'll put it there and I'll drop the camera down for you. Just a sec. There we go. Give you a closer look. And me at the same time. Fabulous, that, isn't it? Look at this, nice grills on them. Fair dues. Have to read the instructions how to get it on and off. Oh, a speaker chamber on the bottom, look. Yeah. Quite a wide wheel, them, aren't they? And do you know the good thing about it? No traction tyres. Oh, this will be good. Could do with a clean. I can see them wheels need a clean. Kinematic couplings. Yep, they work good. Nice fine grill, I tell you. I thought these had a big T on the side, but obviously not. But it's, if you look at it from the front, looks like it's got lights. I should imagine it has. Twin wipers, oh, and a top light. Yep, sprung buffers. What's the other end like? Yep. So there's good cables on there, fair dues. Obviously you can put some more on here. Quite chuffed with that, yeah. We'll have to throw a chip in it, read the instructions how you do it. Obviously it's not like the modern stuff these days that you gotta take a panel off the roof, I don't think. Probably have to take the body off. 4 screws, body removal, chips there. So if you get a sound chip, maybe already wired in. Oh, there's a dip switch underneath. Indicates the location of the dip switch changes between daytime and nighttime running for light configurations. So there's the switch. Yeah, so it's on switched on daytime. Click it over to nighttime. I should imagine that intensifies the lights. Yeah. Oh, it shows you the way to put the snow plough and the pipes. Fair dues. Simple enough, isn't it? I just gotta check out my chips now, see if it'll work. Should do. Well, I'm yeah, quite chuffed with that. It's better than I actually thought. I thought, oh, we're going to get one of them cheap Lima ones, you know, because it was on a clearance sale. But no, it's quite heavy. I haven't got any weighing machines, but that's a good 500 or 600 grams, easy, I would say, comparing it to others. Don't think it says anywhere in the book. I doubt it. Can't see it offhand, but if I find out, I'll try and weigh it. but I think that'll be a nice addition to Dragon Junction. I'll have to see if I can find a Welsh flag to go on here. I'm sure I've got one somewhere. There you go. And in the clearance sale with 1, 2, 3, 4 coaches and a DVT and that, 300 quid. Can you moan at that? To get a sound chipped Loco, or most Locos, you're looking in the late 200s. Sound is 350 in it on average, depending on the Locos. But to get a set, 4 coaches and a DVT and the Loco for 300 quid, I committed the bank card to it. You do. Well, anyway, on that note, we'll leave it at that. And next time you see it, it'll have a chip in it, which is simple enough to do. It says there's nothing in the way or what have you, according to that. On top of the PCB board. Yeah. Whack it in and away we go. And just program it in, see what we got. Okay, guys. See you shortly. Bye for now. Right, guys, I put the train together, put the chip in it, which I'll explain about in a second, and here she comes. Okay, that's 67 on track. Now, I found me stickers, and I think this looks far better, in my personal opinion, that it looks better than a full plain side with just DB on it. After all, it's supposed to be Transport for Wales, and this Loco is not, how do they put it? It's not representing Wales. So I put the sticker on it, okay? Same both sides. If I pull it up a little bit, that's speed step 1, by the way, and there we go. Okay, now in this Loco it's an 8-pin chip. Okay, now the 8-pin chip I put in was only a 4-function chip, so therefore the cab lights don't work. Yes, there are cab lights wired in, so you need at least a 6-function chip, which you would get with a sound chip, okay, and then it would work and whatever. But I've done my utmost on a 4-function chip, trying to get it to work, and it won't have it. But it's irrelevant to me. It's neither here nor there. It's just one of those gimmicks at the end of the day, and it, cab lights. How often do you use them? You're not supposed to use them when they're running, because that's the rulings. Anyway, as you can see, the train is beautiful. Runs beautiful. I've had it running for several hours. Since the unboxing, it's a week's gone by now. And I've also put Hunt's couplings on, because I need to show you the coaches. So pull that out of the way. Now, on this first coach, if I zoom in on that angle there, as you can see, it's got a blank end. So there may be a way of putting these coaches together in a sequence. I don't know. I haven't come across anything on it. Let's have a look here. If I pull that off, let me have a quick look on the doors. No, there's nothing marked on the doors. So, in my opinion, that because we got a blank end here, this would go against the Loco. So I should imagine that's the right way round in this particular way of doing things. Because obviously, there's no gangway to the Loco, is there? So that would be that. Now the rest of the coaches all got gangways, rear end gangways. So this is the buffet car. Okay, as you can see, because you got all this here. If I turn it round, you might see it better this way. So this is the buffet car. So that's the other thing. So if I pull that forward a little bit, pull the next one up, or the next two, because they're virtually identical. There's only a slight difference between the two. Something it says on the box, one's a TSO and the other one's a TSOE, if I remember right. But you can't see any difference anyway. Okay, so them are the other two coaches. Now, when it comes to the DVT, what a ball game. Pulled the train out of the way. Right, the DVT. As you can see, it has the letter T, which is Transport for Wales. And like I said, because it's got a gangway in this end, you need to put a coach on with the gangway. You can't put the other end on this end because it needs access into the whatever. Anyway, there's the front end. Yes, it's got lights and everything, no issues. And you know the crazy part about this? I saw it on an advert, Hornby advert. These DVTs now, in the latest liveries, I hope you're sitting down when you 94 quid. Just for that. And when you take the body off, which is 4 screws, there is nothing, and I mean nothing, inside. It's just a chip holder and a piece of plastic that sits in there. And it's not even got a heavy weight or anything in there. Yeah, the cab lights work. Again, you need a 6 function chip. I've tried everything to get the lights to work, but I've only got 4 function chips. Now in this one is a 21 pin chip, and there's nothing inside it. I just can't comprehend the mentality of putting a 21 pin chip in a end coach, a DVT, because there's no motor or anything in there. It's very light. In fact, it's lighter than the coaches. Why need a 21 pin in there just to run the lights? It's unreal, absolutely unreal. And I'll show you the lights now. Just bear with me a sec. Okay, and there's the lights, the rear lights. If I change direction, there you go. Okay. And for 94 quid, you couldn't write it, could you? You know, seriously. How's anybody? How's a young lad or anybody could have go out and pay £94 for just for a DVT? Now, I'm fortunate that I got it in a package. So you're talking 40 quid a coach, aren't you? So there's 4, 8, 12, 16, that's 160. Say 260 for that. So that makes the Loco 40 quid. You know, it's, you can't anywhere, you can't work it out. I think I got a good bargain for 300 quid with all these coaches. So but 21 pin in a DVT, I just anyway. What I ended up doing was a conversion plate. I'm through a 4-function 8-pin chip in it on the conversion plate. Saves wasting a 21 pin, you know. But the Hunt's couplings work great. It's quite a close coupling. But it was one of them. There was a story behind me getting it, as daft as it may seem. Now, as you know, I want to change my station. I want to rip the whole of the station out on this side. The far side, platforms can stay there because that's it, it's just a platform. But on this, I wanted to replace all the Metcalf station, platform, buildings, the lot. Now my plan was to go to West Hill Wagon Works and go and get a new platform and then redesign from scratch. Put their new platform stuff in with all the ancillaries that goes with it, and then go and find a station building to fit to it, or create one of some sort. I'm sure there's plenty out there. It's a bit like Richard New Junction, and he's got that Thirsk building. Be something on that lines, I would have thought. Anyway, so I'm planning to go, was it last Wednesday, up to West Hill Wagon Works. It's a couple of hours drive, like, to get there. And now I'm flicking through Facebook, was it? And then suddenly this advert come up, and I thought, oh, hello. It caught my eye because of the Transport for Wales, see? And it says clearance sale. So I checked into it, went through the systems and see what it had, one thing and another. And I said, sod this, I'll have this. It was too good of an offer to pass up. You'd never see that offer again, where you get a Loco 4 coaches and a DVT. You'd never see that again. It's very rare, or in this livery anyway. And committed the bank card to it on the Wednesday night, and it was delivered Friday morning. Well chuffed, absolutely well chuffed. And like I said, I've run it for hours, no issues whatsoever, no derailments whatsoever, not even a dream of it. I searched high and low and went through all my Hunt's couplings. I've got them all matched up now, and it just runs perfectly. Fair dues, and it's a Hornby. It's not often you praise a Hornby, is it? And because I was under the impression this was going to be a Lima, like I've said, but it's not. It's bloody good. It's a good one. And it's on the same par as a Dapol 68, I would say. You could par that up. Same weight, size and everything. Yeah. It's as good as. So, on that note, thank you very much for watching. And for a couple of old chips I found on Speed Step 1, I've got something to be proud of now. I've got a Welsh Loco. and the writing's all in Welsh as well. So it's all in Welsh. Where is it? Here it comes. It's all in Welsh, and the English version's underneath. But to get a buffet car in the coach pack, well chuffed. And actually, if I stop it here, you'll be able to read it. Let me just get it into line. There we go. If I zoom in, there you go. Transport for Wales. Good fun, eh? I think it's great. Like I said, I haven't stopped playing with it for, was it a week now? Must have had 10 hours on it, easily running. And there you go. Well pleased. On that note, thank you very much, and look out for a future film on a running session on this Loco. Cheers. Bye for now, guys. See you soon.